Thanks for meeting with me today. Could you please tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Sure, no problem at all. So I'm a hypnotherapist first and foremost. That's probably the most known, most heard of one of my modalities. Hypnotherapy is for helping people make deliberate positive changes they want in their life. The subconscious mind is running our life, but the subconscious mind doesn't usually listen to the conscious mind, and that's where I come in. So I can help people to stop smoking, lose weight, sleep better, get over past traumas, get over phobias, all of these things. A hypnotherapist is basically a mirror between the conscious and the subconscious to help people design their lives the way they want them to be.
Fabulous. And how did you find this as your calling? What made you feel like this is the direction that you wanted to take in life?
It took a while. I did study psychology back at A-level and things like that, and I was always interested in the workings of the human mind and so on. But it probably all changed when I was about 29. I had my midlife crisis a decade or so early, and realised that the rat race wasn't for me, despite all the effort and blood, sweat and tears that had gone in to that life in London for the previous decade or so. Up sticks and left London for good, haven't been back since. I've been travelling around the world pretty much non-stop for the intervening period. But there was a real aha moment in London when I learned something called autogenic training, which is where you learn to reprogram your own subconscious mind. So you A, get the things that you want, and B, get rid of old traumas and nonsense and things that are holding you back that you don't want. And from there, it was probably about 2 or 3 years later that I realised I could do that for other people as well. So it's a slow progression, but yeah, I made it eventually. I was lucky to find my calling in my early 30s. Some people never find it. So.
Perfect. And could you please give us a brief rundown of the techniques that you use and how they can be of benefit to people?
Sure. As I think I may have said to you when we met last week, if there's one thing I could teach people the world over, it would be to learn to lower their brainwaves. When we get our brainwaves down, everything gets better. And that's the essence of hypnotherapy, essence of hypnosis. Hypnosis is just defined as a state of deep relaxation where we have more than normal access to the subconscious mind. And that's all we're trying to do, get your brainwaves down. Everything gets better. From my point of view, the benefit of that is that the subconscious mind becomes available and then we can reprogram it. But it's much simpler than that. I mean, your brain chemicals become more positive, you digest better, your memory improves, you learn things more easily, everything. The benefits of absolutely everything. So the crux of it is really getting the brain waves down, and that's when we can work with our mind, because they say that the human mind is a wonderful slave but a terrible master. And sadly for most of us, it's the master a lot of the time.
How are you collaborating with Four Seasons Doha, and how can people access your services while you're here?
Okay, so I'm the first visiting practitioner at Four Seasons Doha. It seems to be going very well, so it might not be the last one. But as I've worked with a couple of other Four Seasons before, and I hadn't worked in the Middle East and quite wanted to, I thought this would be a nice thing to do, so I just wrote and got in touch. So here for 1 month initially, although we've already talked about a couple of return visits, maybe for a little bit longer. I'm just literally here available in the spa for the month, so anybody who wants to call up and book a session is more than welcome to. The vast majority of our sessions so far have been with spa members, a couple of people from inside the hotel as well, hotel guests. Available to anybody who wants it, basically. I'm not organising the bookings. We have a wonderful reception team who are taking care of that, so anybody can just call Four Seasons Spa and book.
Fantastic. And you've already talked about your one thing that you would like everyone to take away or to learn, and that's about lowering brainwaves. If there's one thing that you'd like people listening to this video to understand or learn or take away from this, what would that be? Is there anything else other than that, or is there something they can practice to help them with that?
Well, there's lots of ways to manage your brainwaves. I mean, it's the essence of what meditation is. Breathing properly would be a wonderful place to start. But there's also one bit of advice that I like to give people, and especially when people are really struggling in their lives, which is not to compare our inside with somebody else's outside, because we all do it, and it's an absolute false god. It's completely the wrong thing to do. And social media is everywhere these days, and when we look on Facebook, we're looking at everybody else's highlights reel. We're not seeing what's really going on inside. And I've treated everyone from CEOs to street cleaners to supermodels to Hollywood megastars, and they've all got exactly the same insecurities and difficulties and challenges and worries and obstacles to overcome that the rest of us have. We never see that. We all put on our best friend for everybody else, and we think that what we see on the surface of other people is what's going on inside, and then we beat ourselves up for not being as cool as everyone else.
Absolutely.
And it's unrealistic. So we need to give ourselves a break more. We need to be kinder to ourselves, gentler to ourselves, and not think that everybody else is as perfect as they might seem on the outside.
Fantastic advice. Thank you so much. Thank you for your
My pleasure.
time.
Polly, thank you.